Well, here we are at the end of another week. But the really good thing is these are the two undercarriage legs, the gear legs, and they're done. They need to be, obviously, the fabric needs to be sealed with the Ecobond, diluted Ecobond. They need to be painted with the Ecofill and the primer and what have you, and then they'll be ready for paint. Apart from this little bit of fabric on each one that's left over, and I just need to figure out how to tuck that in and make it look neat, and I'm sure I can. They are done, which means no more fabric work. The two wings obviously still have to be painted. The fuselage, I started sanding the fuselage. There's going to be a lot of work in that. But it comes up beautiful. That's as smooth as anything. Really smooth. And the tapes will be sanded down properly. Sanding in between here, I really didn't expect to see these rivets at all. I was hoping not to. I was hoping that the fabric would go from there down to here. Yeah, there's only a few short inches that it had to go, but it wanted to go here where the rivet line is. But anyway, you get what you get. That's all there is to it. But this is just about ready for paint. I'll do the undercarriage legs for sure. They'll be painted shortly. I can't paint these wings yet until I release this engine rollover stand at the front of the fuselage. Once that's released, I can put it on one end of the wing. I've got the other one of these in the other hangar, put it on the other end of the wing and paint the wings as well. And that's it. That is it. All the little fiddly bits have already been painted. They're already mostly in the other hangar. Some of them are stored in this hangar, but mostly in the other hangar. These two have to be painted in Idaho snow, which, believe it or not, that's more or less the colour of Idaho snow, apparently. Not that I've ever seen it. But yeah, so now we're moving along. So I reckon I've got about another month's worth of work to finish the painting. Then the only thing left is to start the fit out. That won't be real high on the list. I need weight in the back end of the aeroplane. If I go putting that on, the aeroplane will tip up. I can put the undercarriage on, it'll be painted and it can go on. But anyway, we'll work out a plan of attack when the time comes. But that's it. That's the that. Believe it or not, let's have a look at these things. Believe it or not, there was nearly as much work in covering this pair of undercarriage legs as it was in covering the whole bloody fuselage. It's ridiculous. A ridiculous amount of work in them. But I'm happy with the way they turned out. They're looking really quite good. I'm quite happy indeed. And obviously it's that time that to try and get your feet off the ground if you can. I already did that this morning. It was lovely. We've got a little town nearby called Illabo. I flew to Illabo this morning because the show was on there tomorrow. And I just wanted to have a look what the lay of the land is. It was a beautiful trip at 160 odd knots on the way over there. At low level, the aeroplane doesn't do 100, and see it does 152 knots at high level. And sure enough, when I turned around to come back, oh my God, not only did it slow down fairly considerably, but if I hadn't have had a bucket of soapy water, I could have chucked my clothes in it and they would have been well and truly washed by the time I got back, which it's only, 25, 30 miles. But yeah, it was horrible. But anyway, yours is not going to be horrible. Get your feet off the ground if you can, don't forget. And yeah, we'll get in and do something. I'll have something to show you next week anyway. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you later on. Bye now.